We're live. Hi, how are you, everybody? How are you? We just celebrated the July 4th Independence Day, right? A very lovely weekend, and I hope many of you maybe heard about the fireworks and had shared a great time with your family and beloved ones, right? And actually here I want to share with you a big lesson I learned. We did have a great time during the weekend. Me and the kids, we went to the Hampstead Lake State Park. We hiked over 1 hour, met a wild animal like rabbits and the beautiful lake, and it's a wonderful time. But then the next day, I learned a big lesson, had a big quarrel with my ex. And why? It's on some quite trivial things. I just want to give some a suggestion, right? And ended up with a big fight, right? Quarrel, and then it's ended very unpleasantly. Then that reminded me actually about the challenge. Tony Robbins, right? We did the 7 days comeback challenge. The day 3 we had on the relationship and especially communication ways, right? I still remember Tony Robbins mentioned about the 3C's, right? 3C's for ladies to pay really a big attention. So this kind of accident on the July 4th weekend really reminded me about this challenge, and Tony Robbins challenged us to take, right? It's about the 3C's. The number 1C is the critics. Number 2C, pay attention not to be closed, right? And number 3, the C is not to control. So initially I thought I started some good suggestion, with a good intention and then a good suggestion. I think it's the right thing to do, right? But ended up another one, my ex is not really short-tempered, and then he's not satisfied. He argued. He thought I was criticizing him. So now caused me to think. I used actually a whole night. Last night I was been thinking about what lesson I could learn from it. Next time, how could I improve that communication, right? Especially you need to pay attention who you are talking with. For some people, if they are open-minded, if they have a big heart, they would like to forgive people, right? It's okay for that kind of a good intended suggestion. I just asked to could you please clean up your car? Something like that. That's simple. But then ended up some fight. So from Tony Robbins' suggestion, number 1, don't start with critics, right? Whenever you have some good things that you want to intended to give people good suggestion, but if they are taking it as critics, so it's not doing anybody's good, right? So I learned from that is so last night I've been reflecting the whole night how I can improve, especially for some people who they are quite sensitive. They have a high self-esteem, right? They are quite arrogant, and they do not like any people to give them suggest that they are not doing good enough. So how would you like to do? So you need to focus more on starting with appreciation. So I was thinking that how could I improve next time, right? If I focus more on what he has already, or your partner or your friend, whoever, including your friends or the people right? Focus on what they've already done, focus on the positive side, and give them that appreciation and acknowledgement first, and don't take granted that you feel it inside. But if you do not speak it out and they do not feel that, right? You need to give them that kind of encouragement, acknowledgement, let them feel good first, okay? Starting with your appreciation and praise, number 1, right? Then you start a suggestion. Oh, if you could do this, it will be even better, right? That will be much better than if you started you could have done something like that. If you start that directly, and people will think that's criticize, right? So that's a big lesson I learned on the July 4th weekend. I hope you learned something from that. So I definitely want to share this life learning by myself, keep reminding myself and also reminding my kids to do that, because sometimes you think that you are honest, right? You are quite frank. You just honest to share your opinion and give people suggestions, but majority of the time people do not take that. So start with your acknowledgement, appreciation, and then people feel good first. And then when you suggest, if you can do this, and the second part will be much easier to take, right? Because they've already been appreciated, and they will be more open to take your second part for the suggestion and for the improvement next part, okay? So that's my learning, my lesson. I hope you are not getting the fight on the July 4th weekend, okay? I hope you've already enjoyed it. But I really appreciate I learned from this experience, and also I will keep reminding myself and my kids as well to improve on our communication. So this is really ongoing life learning and also growth. Okay, thank you so much. And let's take this like almost like, even though the 7 days comeback challenge is finished, but it's still ongoing in our life. We can always, because Tony Robbins, I really appreciate that he covered a different the most important aspect of our life and our businesses is definitely contributing to our ongoing growth. So it's a great reminder to me and also to you. Okay, I hope you get something from today. See you next time. See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.